Hi Floss Tube, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Tuesday, it's the 25th of August, and I am back for chart of the day number 74 is what I have written down. Welcome. How are you? I apologize for my absence. Last week was a week. It was a week I was glad to get done with. The Coming to America Stitch Along kind of kicked my butt, and I can't imagine having more orders than what I had, which was not that many, but it was a lot of work, and it sucked up every minute of every day last week, so I did not have time to do a video, and I am sorry for that. I did miss you, if that counts for anything at all. I'm fighting a headache right now. It's right there. So excuse me if I get distracted. It every once in a while just feels like there's a knife going into my skull. So I'm just going to try and ignore it. Anyway, I hope everyone is good. I hope you got some stitching done whilst I was gone. It is very hot and humid in Omaha. I think we were supposed to break 100 degrees again today. Not complaining at all. I would much rather it was that than cold. You guys know that. Just letting you know. It's a hot one out there. My prayers are with those who are facing the 2 hurricanes coming in. I hope they fizzizzle, as Dan would say. I hope they fizzizzle before they get to land and just become like a little storm that's no big deal. Keeping my fingers crossed and saying my prayers. What else do I know that I need to tell you? I have kind of a thing I want to talk to you about, but I'm not sure I'll talk about it today because I'm still trying to figure it out. It's a thing I'm doing with a couple of friends, and I thought maybe I would invite you guys to share in the fun with us. Maybe you wouldn't consider it fun, but I thought it was a good idea. But I don't think I'll get to that today because I'm still working on it. So stay tuned. Dan is doing well. He got his stitches and the cast off on Friday, and he's now in a removable splint. So he's got a little more pain than he had before because the splint does allow him to move a little bit, and the cast didn't. So he got a little more pain. His ribs are feeling much better. He did go back to work. Well, he went back to work Thursday, and then took Friday off because he had a doctor appointment. And now he's back at work full time. So thank you for your thoughts and prayers for him and for your well wishes. He's doing well. Let's see, everyone else is doing okay. Abby and Reese were here on Friday, and we saw Adam, Marcia, and the girls, I don't know, sometime last week. And they're all doing fine too. So everyone is holding their own. I've done a little bit of stitching, but not a lot. Dan has not tried stitching since he got the splint on. He thinks it's probably going to be too painful to do that, so he hasn't tried it. And aside from that, I know very little. So, let us, I even forgot to go back and look at what was the question? Geez, I don't remember. I'll cover that in the next one. Yeah, I'll cover it in the next one rather than pause, because sometimes bad stuff happens when I pause, and I don't want this to disappear. So, I'll cover that in the next one. So let's start with today's chart of the day. It's from Fox and Rabbit Designs. It's called Sarah's Pincushion, which I thought would be beautiful stitched up. It uses a crap ton of DMC. Which looks something like that. Well, not something like it. It actually does look like that. Lots of pretty colors. Beautiful color palette. Stitch count is 138 by 62. The model was stitched on 36 count hog bristle linen by Fox and Rabbit, which I don't happen to have and have not ever seen in person. And they're using one strand of DMC over 2 threads. Let's see what else. The chart sells for $12, and she does give you a list of the extra things you'll need in order to finish it into a pillow. So I have chosen some pretty fabrics. I have quite the pile over here. This is Fresco from Picture This Plus. This is a, what is it? 36 count Fresco. One of my favorite colors. It has pink and green in it, and the beige in it is a very pretty color. So it's a very nice neutral, even with the pink and the green in it. So those are the colors on there. Very pretty. That would be an excellent choice for that. You could go with Picture This Plus Vellum. This is also a 36 count. And that would be pretty. I also pulled some 36 count vintage lentil from Lakeside Linens. This is a more, it's got a real creamy background with green in it. So it'd be very pretty. It's kind of washing out on my screen. I don't know what it's doing on your end, but that would be really pretty too. And then I found 36 count Autumn from Under the Sea. This is a new color for the shop, and I think it has a slight pink cast to it. And beautiful modeling. I think these colors would be gorgeous on there. But I did want to show you something. Hold on, I didn't take it out of the bag. Silly me. Yeah, very, very slight pink coloring on the 36 count linen. I also got the same color in a 28 count Lugana. So as you can see, Lugana is way more pink. And that has to do with the fiber content of the fabric. So don't always assume that because it looks one way in one type of fabric, it's going to look the same in another type, because it oftentimes does not. Even weaves take the color differently. So this is clearly very pink. This just has a very light blush pink to it. Very light. If it wasn't 36, I'd be looking for something to stitch on this. I didn't order it in 40. I'm probably going to have to, just so I can stitch on it. And the last fabric that I picked out was, I got to thinking that I think, you might disagree with me, but I think this would be absolutely stunning if it was done over 1 on 25 count. So I have a fabric called Oatmeal Floba. It has kind of a tweedy look to it. I think that would be very pretty over 1. If you're going to do over 1, 25 count, in my opinion, is the way to go. 28 count, sometimes I feel like the threads get too bulky. But 25 count seems to be hit that sweet spot where it's got good coverage, but they don't look all beaded up and crowded together. So I think that would be very pretty on there. So if you ever want to try over 1, 25 count would be a good starter point. And then if you wanted to try the other counts, be my guest. I know a lot of people do like 28 count over 1. I'm just not a fan. So that is my chart of the day for today, Tuesday, the 25th of August. Question of the day comes from something that I had to do last night. Without going into too many details, a week or so ago, I went to bed and Remy came with me. And when I came out of the bathroom, I needed to change my sheets. So the problem there is I only have 1 set of sheets for my bed. It was 11 o'clock at night. I was not going to stay up for 2 hours while I washed and dried my sheets. So I ended up just sleeping on the mattress. I think I laid a towel down. Yeah. And found a twin size sheet and put that over the top of me. But anyway, and can we just say bad dog? Bad dog. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, I decided, since that was the second incident in recent weeks where I ended up with no sheets on my bed, I decided to get some new sheets. So I ordered some from Amazon. I like the sheets that I can get the hotel brand from Sam's, but when I went to their website, they didn't have any in a king size. So I went to Amazon and I ordered a set of sheets, and they arrived the other day, and they were not a king size, they were a twin, which is not going to work on my bed. So they're still sitting on I'm going to have to return them, but they're still sitting on the kitchen counter because I'm mad at them because they're twin and they didn't work. So I ended up having to go, due to coming to America, I needed bubble wrap, so I ended up stopping at Sam's on the way to work Monday morning. And while I was there, I went into the sheet aisle to see if they had any. And lo and behold, they had like 1 package of the hotel brand king-size sheets. So those went into my cart. I must say that a lot of things have changed since the last time I was in Sam's, which I think was before Christmas last year. I couldn't find anything. I needed toilet paper and paper towels for the shop here, and I couldn't find them. I don't know what they did with them. Maybe they don't have them. I don't know. But I walked the entire store looking for the dang things, and I never did find them. But I got my sheets. So anyway, I am getting to the point here. So I came home. I worked about half a day yesterday. Came home, washed the sheets, took them out of the dryer, took them upstairs and plopped them on the bed, figuring I'd take care of them later. Got another load of laundry, went downstairs, blah, 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 went on with my day. So last night I went up to bed, and here's my pile of sheets laying on, and I had just washed my sheets, so I didn't need to change sheets or anything. I just needed to put the new sheets away, which is easier said than done. So my the flat sheet is fine. I can get that folded just fine. But that stupid bottom sheet, fitted sheet with the elastic all the way around, I struggled and struggled and struggled with that thing for 15 minutes, and I finally did one of these things where I just took my hands and rolled it up like that and smushed it together and stuck it in the cupboard and called it good. So here's my question. What do you do with your fitted sheet? Do you fold it? Do you wad it up? I used to be able to fold a fitted sheet, but that was just when the corners were elasticized. Now they've got elastic on these sheets all the way around, and it's just a pain in the butt. And maybe you know a secret to it that I don't know. So just curious, are you a folder or a wadder? I'm a wadder. Not gonna lie. I wadded that baby up. It's in the cupboard, and that's how it's going to stay, unless one of you can give me a secret on folding the sheets. So that's all I really have for today. I have a hair appointment tonight, which I'm not looking forward to going to with my headache, but I will go. And I hope to do a video again tomorrow. I've got most of the... I'm not answering that, and I'll call him back. I have most of the Coming to Americas that need to be shipped ready to go. The last of them today will go out tomorrow. And then I'm just waiting for others to come and pick theirs up. So that headache is gone. That is such a time sucker. I don't think people realize how big a time sucker that thing was, just trying to get all the supplies in for people and then getting everything pulled and double checking to make sure you didn't skip a floss. And I had done a conversion because I wasn't sure we would get, hold on, gosh, I hope this anyway, where was I? How much work that thing was. Just, I wasn't sure I could get the Gentle Arts, the called for Gentle Arts, so I did a conversion to Classic Colorworks, and Oscar has Weeks Dye Works. Oscar was hard to get a hold of. There was a lot. I am so glad I'm a small shop and only had 25 orders for that, because whoa baby, that was a lot of work. Lot of work. So I'm glad it's almost done and out the door, and I don't have to think about it again. I do have a couple extra kits that are not spoken for. Just the chart and the box. So I decided I didn't want to do that particular thing. Too many words on it for my liking. So anyway, that's what's been keeping me busy, was the Coming to America. I was here by 8 o'clock, and I was here until usually 7 o'clock in the evening, just trying to get things ready. So I'm looking forward to having a little bit quieter week this week. But I do apologize for just disappearing on you. I think that's all I'm going to have to say today. I will hopefully talk to you again tomorrow. Don't know if I'll get any stitching done tonight because of the hair appointment. So, you take care until next time. Hope you get some stitching done. Bye.